Hello everyone, this is Mahaleyah. I have for you an update on the African Hebrew Israelite community here in Jerusalem, as well as news about our African brothers that reside here in Israel. First, I'd like to start off with some very disturbing events that have been taking place in Israel over the last month or so. I will provide a link, which is a graphic description of what is taking place here in Israel. Israel, a country that was founded on members that were dispersed throughout Europe and all over the world. Jews that said that they went through the Holocaust and what a terrible thing, and now we have a homeland that we can call our own. These are the same people that are now taking to the streets, protesting against the Sudanese, the Eritreans, and other Africans that are coming here for political refuge, economic refuge. They are in the streets protesting that these people are coming here in many cases to have their lives saved. And what are they doing? They are saying that they're proud to be racist. They want these people expelled from their country. They're not doing anything but damaging their economy. When most of these Africans are in fact holding down many of the menial and low-waged positions here in Israel. They are living in slums because what are they to do? Many of them are in prison. The horrific circumstances surrounding our brothers and sisters from Africa, it is too sad to say. I would like you all to go to the link and see for yourselves. Now, I'm reporting this, but it's basically after the fact. You know, there are others that are reporting on this as well, and it's just ridiculous. They are blatantly racist and proud of it. Now, for people that went through the Holocaust and they have received donations and sympathy from all over the world, how can these be the same people that are harassing, torturing, and just making statements about people like this for no good reason, imprisoning them for no good reason? I would like to read into your hearing, or not to read, but I would like to play, for the sake of time. I recorded this so that you all could hear this document that is circulating now in Israel. I have two here. One is from our community and one is from the Sudanese refugees here in Israel. This is a notice that went out. Now, this notice is in English, it's in French, it is in Arabic, okay? And it's also in Hebrew. And this notice has went out to the Sudanese and the other African refugees. And I'm just going to play for you what it says so that you will understand that they are taking action against these policies here in Israel. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead on and play that for you now.
Notice, 3-day strike, not going to work. Israel is continuing to arrest refugees for no reason and to put us in prison. We are doing this strike to tell Israel to release all refugees from prison and stop this policy. We believe this strike will demonstrate our importance to the Israeli economy and create a pressure that will cause them to change their policy. In the last 2 weeks, we've had many demonstrations with thousands of people. Our voice is starting to be heard. Join us in this 3-day strike directed towards the Israeli government and the international community. United we stand, divided we fall. Let's be united as all African refugees against Israel's policies and fight together for human rights.
Okay, so that is the end of the notice that went out. They are circulating this. They are on strike as of today. Now, this is something I have to tell you all. I'm not ashamed to say I don't like to watch the news because it is just so disheartening sometimes when there's no good news to be heard. It's always something to sadden you. And this particular situation, I just could not go any longer without voicing my opinion. And especially after receiving this notice, I'm happy that they are taking action because, these things have to stop. And you around the world, in America, have to lend a hand to our brothers and sisters and even to those Hebrews that are here in Israel. These things cannot. Israel is much too powerful, has much too money, and cannot be allowed to get away with this type of thing. Now, the other thing that I have that I want to share with you is a holy edict or a holy decree that went out from the midst of the community. Now, this holy edict went around the world, and it is basically what they call a holy decree. And this holy decree is concerning Ben Ammi Ben Rabbi, or so I'm going to call the brother that circulated this. Hello, am I speaking? Hello. Am I speaking with Yeshaya?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I am actually right now making a video recording, and just for the record, I wanted for the people to hear exactly what this holy decree is, this announcement that has went out to the four corners of the earth. And the people need to know that this holy decree that is going out is specifically directed towards Ben Ammi Carter. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And I just want to say that we used the wording official decree to reflect the fact that we are an officially sanctioned and recognized organization in Israel. We're not simply speaking as individuals.
Okay, so this is basically a document that has gone out to make it known to everyone, every legitimate organization, and to the peoples around the world that what exactly is taking place?
Okay, well, we have first taken this responsibility based on the biblical authority, we being a biblically based community in Israel and around the world, based on the biblical authority given to us through the words of the prophet Jeremiah. And our message begins this way. First, giving all praises and honor to the Holy One of Israel.
Okay, so basically what you're doing now is you're reading into the hearing of our viewers the actual decree.
Yes.
That is directed towards Ben Ammi Carter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please proceed.
Okay, and as we quoted Jeremiah's pronouncement, woe unto the shepherds who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. And this is Jeremiah 23:1. And we continue. As officially decreed upon this first day of January 2014, we find ourselves in the midst of deepening indignation. For you, quote, son of my people, unquote, our tolerance is at an end. We have been taxed in our spirits beyond recovery. We are forced to take a final and irreversible stand against the abominable wickedness which has overtaken, overwhelmed, and become tolerated by you and your present self-appointed regime, which now resides in Dimona, Israel. And we hasten to warn all who would consider defending this wicked regime, you shall be caught up in the inevitable and just retribution that is now past due. You, Ben Ammi Ben Israel, are no longer worthy, eligible, or capable of leading or being followed by a people who consider themselves to represent the God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The inexcusable weakness and blatant moral laxity of this unholy regime over which you have been allowed to solely and dictatorially preside has, as of this day, been laid before the nations of the world. You have been weighed in the balances and found wanting. Your inept and inadequate leadership, quote unquote, has led only to shameful embarrassment. We, as a righteous community, could only be considered to be in collusion with you were we to condone, allow, sanction, or accept your continued, unopposed, wicked rulership over this community and its righteous membership. We place our lives and spirits in mortal danger by not opposing you as a proper intercessor between us and Almighty Yah, God. For more than a decade, we have witnessed your blatant, unbridled display of ego and imagination. You have consistently sown seeds of discord and division among the members of this community, turning brother against brother, children against parents, husbands against wives, and vice versa, in a display of utter contempt for the saints of the Most High. You have bred a brotherhood, both cowardly and salacious, and a sisterhood prone to single parenting, even as you have arrogantly characterized yourself as, quote, your heavenly Father, unquote.
My goodness.
The truth you have taught in your numerous books, you have failed to live or to exemplify, displaying instead both deceit and conceit. You are neither a magnate nor tycoon. You have shown yourself to be mean, petty, vindictive, avaricious, and unforgiving. You are certainly no, quote, Nasik HaShalom, Prince of Peace. As of the writing of this official decree, let it be known and declared as true that you, Ben Ammi Ben Israel, shall henceforth consider yourself officially removed, sat down, and dismissed from any leadership capacity or spokesmanship in or for this community and its present or future membership. Your spiritual headship, quote unquote, is hereby revoked. We further insist upon the tender of your immediate resignation upon receipt of this official decree. Enough is enough. And carbon copies, the government of the state of Israel, government of the United States, head of all African governments, the National Black Caucus, national and international news services, AP, UPI, and all broadcast networks, the Nation of Islam, CROE, Third World Press, and the United Nations.
My
so
goodness.
as it is written, so shall the will of the Holy One of Israel be done.
Well, my goodness. Okay, now the first question that I think that everyone would like to know is, well, there's several questions. I'll just start off with the most obvious. Who are you representing, and who gives you the authority to remove him from his rulership or spiritual leadership of the kingdom of God or the African Hebrew Israelite community of Jerusalem? That would be the first question.
Well, beyond the biblical mandate given by Jeremiah, we are representatives of members of a better world, which is an Amotah, that is a fully sanctioned, recommended, government-sanctioned nonprofit organization. And a part of our mandate is the development and protection of communities throughout the Negev, which is the southern region of the state of Israel, where Ben Ammi and our community reside. So we are not simply addressing Ben Ammi and this community. we are addressing the proper and the positive development of all communities within our reach, as well as the international community with which we are also officially connected and affiliated.
Okay, so now your organization, who is it basically comprised of?
Well, at this point, the primary members of the organization are myself, Brother Yeshaya Ben Shiliach, and my co-worker, my co-partner, Yedidiel Ben Prince Asiel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so basically what you're saying is the Bible gives you the authority to do so. Okay.
Absolutely. Not only the authority, Mahaleyah, it gives us a mandate. It is our duty as members of anything representing the God of Israel to make sure that we recognize and step to and remove any wickedness and ungodliness that we encounter.
Okay. Have you heard anything from Ben Ammi Carter concerning this? Now, this went out a few days ago, was it not? Issued out about a few days ago?
Yes, on the 1st of January, and we deliberately chose that time, the beginning of 20,000.
You wanted to start the year off right.
Absolutely.
Okay, but have you heard anything from him?
We have not had any feedback from Ben Ammi at this point, and of course, that is no surprise to us, as he has habitually in the past ignored any information directed toward him or concerning him that he has not felt was conducive to his dictatorial plans and his continued usurpation of power. So if we would love to hear from him, because we know that nothing we have stated concerning him is untrue and is not backed up by our biblical mandate and the will of the people, expressed or unexpressed. The problems that this decree addresses are problems that have only been addressed by concerned members of the community. And as usual, his response to anything on that of that wise is to not respond at all. This has been one of the ways he has protected his despotic rulership.
Okay. So, are you encouraging? It's quite obvious that you and your DDL are not members of the community. Am I right?
We consider ourselves members of the community based on our years and years of service to and a residence in the community.
Okay.
We may not be members in the eyes of the leadership, who feel that because we don't adhere to their dictates, we don't deserve membership. But of course, we are in complete contention with that idea.
Okay. So you consider yourself members, active members, and you are basically at odds with the leadership, not the general population of the sainthood or the members, but the leadership.
Not at all. In fact, it is our mandate to be of service to our community, and it is the ability to do that has been opposed and thwarted by the Demona leadership. So we are definitely in opposition to the Demona leadership for the reason that they are not valid leaders of the community. And so our efforts are for the protection, the upliftment, and the benefit of that community.
Okay, well, have you heard from any other leaders in the community, or are they also mum?
Well, they being tied in many ways to the officialdom would not be bold enough to step forward individually and say anything. The normal process is to get permission from Ben Ammi and the Demona leadership before anything is said.
Okay, well, what about the general members of the community, have you had any support from them? Have you heard anything at all? What has the reaction been? This is the most I have never heard in the history of the community anyone to take such a position against the leader, who's been considered the leader for as long as we've been a community. So have you heard anything at all? What is the reaction from the quote saints unquote?
Well, we've had a couple of saints say, in effect, it's about time. And
Okay.
what took you so long? Feeling to that effect. And I think that we have been transparent enough with them that they kind of knew and expected that if anybody was going to step forward, it was going to be persons like ourselves. But what was very important for us was to have an official position, organized position, government-sanctioned position from which to make our stand.
You wanted to be an official entity before making such a proclamation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I know that you are there in the office, and I know that you're busy, but is there anything else in particular that you wanted to add before we let you go?
Simply that this is a mandate that we take very seriously, and is based upon our love and concern for each and every member of our community, whose sacrifices we know personally and quite well. And if we have to be the ones to absorb criticism or reaction because of the position we've taken, we have no problem doing that. And we're making our stand for our community and the God of Israel. We would be remiss and cowardly if we were not willing to stand against anyone who takes a position that puts themselves between our community, ourselves, and our God and our people.
Okay, but are you proposing that they dismantled particular infrastructure or hierarchy within the community? Is that what you're proposing?
We are proposing that what is considered to be the, quote, Demona leadership,
yes,
is a really a sham structure, because the only structure is the dictates of the current leader.
So in other words, it's a one-man show.
It's absolutely a one-man show, and as many people have said, we quote many of our brothers and sisters who have left here and left the community with the statement, I have not come here for this. This is not what I came for. People came here to be in a like-minded, positive community, and out of love for the land of Israel and its people. And we have been hampered time and time again by being able to fully express this because of the cult-like desires of one Ben Ammi, Ben Israel.
Okay.
And as we said, enough is enough, and it has to stop.
Well, I thank you, Brother Yeshaya and Brother Yedidiel. We would like to stay abreast of all of your plans for the future. And I'm sure that our listeners as well would love to be kept informed as to your progress. And with that, I'd just like to say thank you so much for sharing your time with us and explaining to us exactly what this is all about.
Well, if you allow us 1 second to do so, may we share with you some contact information?
Oh, by all means, please do. Please do.
Just one moment.
Our main office phone number.
Just a little bit louder, please.
Yes. Our main office phone number, which is located here in the city of Arad, the industrial area.
Okay.
is 011
011
972
972
8
8
684.
684 8684. Is it 8684?
684
684. Okay.
72
72.
79. Excuse me.
Okay,
79.
let's do that one more time.
011
Uh-huh.
972
Mm-hmm.
8 684 7926.
Okay. Okay, is there an email address or something else?
Yes. The email address is THMOABW@gmail.com.
Okay, can you give that one more time? And
T as in Tom.
T as in Tom?
Yes.
Okay, T as in Tom,
H as in hotel.
H as in Harry,
M as in mother.
M as in mother,
O as in Oscar.
O as in Oscar,
A as in America.
A as in America,
B as in boy.
B as in boy,
W as in world.
W as in world. Okay, so that's how they can reach you by email.
Yes.
Okay. All right, do you have office hours?
Yes, the office is open from 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Friday
Uh-huh.
till 5 p.m.
Okay. So if you want more information, that is the contact information, and that's Brother Yedidiel and Yeshaya, and this is the what is the name of the organization again?
In English, it is Members of a Better World.
Members of a Better World. Okay. Do you have a website?
We are presently constructing our website.
Okay. Okay, well, thanks so much. That was a bolt of lightning, to all of us around the world. A shot in the dark and a shot heard around the world, as they call it. And I'm so grateful for you for your courage to step up and do something like this, because, it is definitely time for change. So thanks again, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay, then. Bye-bye. Okay, so there you have it. The holy decree is out, sent around the world, denouncing Ben Ammi Carter as the spiritual leader of the Hebrew Israelite community here in Jerusalem. Okay, so I just want to let everyone else know that there will be another video that's forthcoming on this cemetery project. Okay, the cemetery project, as you all know, is a project where we are trying to stop the desecration of the Hebrew cemetery that is located right outside of Dimona, Israel. There's a housing project that's slated to be built, and they are at this moment desecrating the graves of our loved ones. This is of top priority. So please stay informed. My motto is to stay informed, people. There's a lot happening here in Israel. You need to know what's going on. You need to be able to be a help and an assistance and a support to your brothers and sisters. We need that support. Okay, so please stay tuned for the forthcoming video. Everyone, I just want to say, last but not least, thank you so much for all of your emails. Thank you so much for all of your kind words of support. Thank you so much for purchasing my book. And I just want to say that it's been 1 year. This is an anniversary. It's been 1 year, everyone. And I cannot thank you enough. We have grown, we have evolved, and it's all because of you. Okay, so to all of my subscribers and all of you that don't know me, I love you. Take care until we meet again. Peace out.